misbehaving. No more miss me not. No more misbehaving. Then I'll see what you have got. No more stormy weather. No more, that's for sure. No more stormy weather. I won't see you anymore. Bring it down. Bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound. Bring it back to never. Bring it down on the ground. No more secret talking. No more nails on top. No more secret talking. I don't think you'll ever stop. No more misbehaving. No more miss me not. No more misbehaving. Then we'll see what you are not. Bring it down. Bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound. Bring it back to never. Bring it down on the ground.
You okay over there? How's it going?
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need some metal. I need some music. I need a sweet guitar riff. Huh.
We'll let little Annie Parker play Get Crunk for a second. See
Yeah, crunk. Hell, handbasket. I feel like I've experienced both. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Jesus.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a slightly late edition of the Black Unicorn and the White Witch here on Facebook.
Dude, I logged in and the theme song was playing. And I was like, damn, this is how you feel bad. Like when you're in radio and like, oh no, it's the opening song. Oh crap. I'm not there yet.
Coming in hot.
Coming
Don't
in
worry
hot.
about it, though. Everybody coming in hot. So, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Oh, okay. Look, John Sullivan.
Yes.
We know.
Football is still on, dude, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, but I mean, are we supposed to stop doing our thing just because football is on? You know?
Yeah, well, you know, and it's the wild card. You know, I've got it on in the back, John, but don't report me to the NFL for illegally broadcasting a NFL game. The sound is off, so I think I'm legally okay. But
there we go. I mean, and so just if everybody wonders, so we have a couple of technical things that we were covering, and then Gremlins got into Tiffany's machine, and I'm on my laptop over here just in case I have to go check on Cyclone Kid. I do think I fixed my tech on this side. So Tiffany, let me know if you can hear this. So we're gonna do this over here.
Okay. Got it.
Right.
Yep.
Get through a show without my sound effects.
Murderer.
That was driving me nuts last week. I was so disappointed. Just for anybody out there, just want to let you know. Hello, Roman. Hi, Roman. Good to see you. First
Football
time
is life.
in our chat. Just gonna let you know, Tiffany, I went to high school with Roman.
Oh.
So he was in ROTC with me, and the rest of the.
Oh my God. And I saw the cute ROTC pictures of baby Shannan. Oh my God. I want to show me again. I want to see which one was Roman because
I'll have to find it. Yeah.
baby Shannan is so cute. And you're little, and you just like had this fierceness and you had this look like, don't even. That's right. I will murk the shit out of you if you even look at me wrong.
I didn't murk anybody in high school.
I know you didn't. I know you haven't murked anybody, but I'm just saying you had the look. You had the look. Like
that was my job. I was like the battalion sergeant major or something like. I'm trying to remember what I was. Kind of thing. Yeah. Roman, I concur. Roman is the good-looking one. Well done,
right, Roman.
Stake that claim. Do that, Roman. Do that.
Prove it. Prove it.
Roman's one of the few people. Because I do not go back to Arizona very often, but Roman's one of the people that I still keep in touch with. And so I'm just like, okay. And Roman helped me out a lot because as we were going into the shutdown, for everybody watching, what we were a lot of what I also do in my TV side of things is I do a lot of what they call man on the street bits. So I would go out and talk to people on the street. And we couldn't really do that. So I was trying to decide how I could do it and either social distance or maintain some sort of safety. And I was thinking I was going to get one of those big hamster bubbles.
Sure.
And that was what I was thinking. And Roman came up with the idea of one of those inflatable costumes. So he actually sent me, thank you, Roman. That's very kind of you. He sent me a costume that I didn't get around to using. So maybe now that I know that Roman might pop up on the show, maybe I'll put it on and just do the live stream.
You should.
Costume just because I haven't quite put it to use the way that he intended. But it did make sense. So good to see you. Yeah, it's
probably a good idea for dates. Just wear that because they're going to be impressed when you take it off. They're like, oh, right. I didn't know what I was working with here.
She's not, she bubblicious isn't what they thought when I was doing it. So hello, Sarah F. Good to see you in the chat. Happy Sunday to you as well. Sarah, let us know since you are in town if you want to come to our Thursday night show that we're doing at the Twin Cities Film Fest.
At the what? At the what?
Cities Film Fest. You should have told me. I would have worn mine too. Next time we'll do twinsies.
Okay.
So we'll think about it. And so we'll remind everybody near the end of the broadcast how the tickets are available. And as we said, we still have some that are available on both of our comp lists. So we're happy to encourage people to come there. So Roman, to bring you up to speed, I'm not sure if you saw the live stream last week. Which was at our normal 5 p.m. Central. So we had a couple of things. We got slightly derailed, as often happens when and we got on the subject matter as we were going into our question of the week. The question of the week was, name something that you did just because you liked a person. Mine was a story from high school where I convinced myself that I was into a band called Sig Sig Sputnik because a boy who I thought was cute at the time, Paul Santa Cruz, was very much into them. So it wasn't Roman wouldn't have talked me into liking a band I didn't like, and I shouldn't say it like that. It wasn't Paul's fault either. This was me like in high school thinking.
Oh, it was for sure Paul's fault. It was absolutely. I've never met a Paul that's not at fault for something.
So it wasn't his fault. This was my teenage Shannan trying to figure out, this will work. So the derailment that we ended up on is we ended up talking about CDs that were still in our car CD changers. And I was honest. I said there was 5 CDs currently in my car CD changer, and I had no idea what 5 CDs. I put them in there so long ago. I haven't hit play on any of them. I could not remember.
When you bought the car, right? You bought them. You put them in there when you bought the car,
pretty much,
and then you don't really do it.
No,
okay.
I
looked at and I checked mine too because I couldn't remember last week.
Yes, what was it? That Paul Santa Cruz. Yes, yeah. So that dude. So
You have
Let's
them.
see. How many did you have in your car? Do you have a
I only
CD?
have one, dude. I have a 2011, man. But that my sweet Honda
Mhm.
just turned 80,000 miles. So
Oh,
it's
congratulations to
it's
you.
11 years old and it's only got 80,000 miles on it. It's like a grandmother. If a car can be a grandmother, it's like I don't
Right.
go places.
Yeah, I know, Roman. I agree. My kid has no idea what these things are. They might as well just be frisbees. He knows what those are. So my car is actually older than Tiffany's. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that back up there. So I had
It
five
is.
because it was fancy when I got it. So I had five
Sure.
CDs, and so
And
we
I
did.
guessed that there would be, what did I guess? I guess there would be some Rob Thomas in the
Mm-hmm.
collection.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to find out if you are correct?
I am. I've been dying. I've always wanted to be correct about something once. So let's
I
do
have
it.
them here in my
Okay.
hot
I
little
see
hand.
them.
I
I see
have them
that.
in the order that they ejected. So one
Okay. So
through
disc
five.
one,
Yes.
disc
So here,
one.
disc one that was in my five CD changer in my car. Disc one, Janet Jackson, number ones is what it was. That
As
was it.
it always should be.
Yeah. So that was disc one. If you wonder what was on disc, this is disc two. So this was a 2 CD set that you would get. And so this was disc two. So if you wonder what was on this particular one, it included If, Again, Because of Love, Anytime, Any Place, Scream, Runaway, Got Till It's Gone. Oh, I remember that's a good one. Together Again, I Get Lonely. I get Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see this was I was jamming this. Go Deep. Oh, yes, Janet. Yes. What's It Gonna Be? Doesn't Really Matter. All for You. Someone to Call My
All for You is
All for
absolutely
You.
one of my favorites of
Mhm.
hers.
All Night, Don't Stop, Call on Me, Feedback, which I don't remember off the top of my head right now, and Make Me. So that was what was in slot number one.
Okay.
Disc two of Janet Jackson's number ones. All right. Next, I was pleasantly surprised that this popped out next. It requires explanation, though. So the second disc that popped out is this. What that says is songs from a poisoned well.
What?
Arthur Greenleaf Holmes live
What?
at Cripplegate Tavern. So Arthur Greenleaf Holmes is one of my favorite characters at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival.
Oh my God. Shut up. You bought a CD from a guy at the Renaissance Festival. That's out of character. He's in the Renaissance. He's not supposed to know what CDs are.
So Sir Arthur Greenleaf Holmes creates poems that are wildly inappropriate. That is his jam. That's what he does. Wildly inappropriate poems. And so I did, because I wanted to be one of his patrons. I remember buying this back then. And so it had a proud spot in my car. I'm very excited to listen to it again when you and I finish the live stream. If you have not heard
Oh my
this,
God.
he's the person, like, I know I have wine induced forced you to sit down and watch him perform when
Yes.
we've gone there. So he's the guy that says all of the poems that are talking about
Hey,
maybe.
why are we not recording our comedy album? This guy, Sir Lawrence of Arabia, what is his name? Sir, what was his
No, Sir
name?
Arthur
Arthur
Greenleaf
of
Holmes. Yes, you
Greenleaf
would love
Hose.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, Holmes, Sir
Holmes.
Arthur Greenleaf Holmes, like Sherlock Holmes. You'd love him, Roman. Love him, love him, love him, Roman. If you
Okay.
don't have it,
Roman, you look it up for me.
I will
I
burn.
won't be doing that. I'm going to be slitting my wrist later, just thinking, why didn't I ever record an album? I
Yeah.
mean, I got to get some nuts on me. Okay, let's go.
So yeah, so that was in spot
Number two.
Spot number three, and we did guess maybe there was some EDM slash
Yes.
this, and that's what this is. This, because it doesn't say what it is. This is Basement Jaxx CD.
Sure.
So
Never heard of
they're
it.
a dance band. They have a song called Just One Look. Another one, like, you would not remember them, but I'm sure that you have gotten in the car and been like, what's this weird, music? You don't do ecstasy. Why are you listening to them? That's what that is. Okay. Now, this next one, I think that you would co-sign. We are now up to disc. You know what? It just occurred to me, but I thought it was a 5 disc. It's actually 6. It was a 6. I have 6 slots.
Okay. All right.
So we have a bonus slot. This one you'll like. This one you'll like. This is Jay-Z and Linkin Park's
Oh, yeah.
collaboration.
I had tickets to see Linkin Park, and then I had to miss it because my ex-husband had a vertigo spell.
Oh no.
And we had to leave. I didn't get to see Linkin Park. And then he died.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's my ex-husband's fault, but probably.
Well, if you're not familiar with Collision Course, they did a bunch of mashups back in the day. And so this is the one where it says like it's Dirt Off Your Shoulder mashed up with Lying from You from Linkin Park.
Yes. Like that I would super co-sign that because I love gangster rap and heavy metal. I would absolutely co-sign that.
It's
I think it's just rap now. It's not gangster rap anyway.
No, it's Jay-Z. So it's not.
It's Jay-Z.
It's gangster adjacent. So it's all good.
It was gangster until he got rich.
Right.
Now it's just
noise is very appropriate.
Noise.
So Linkin Park and Jay-Z. All right.
I can't believe you hit that hard. I can't believe you have that, actually. I'm impressed.
And so
I've known you for like 15, 16 years. And good choice. Noise, isn't it? Right. Noise.
Are you now ready
to be correct?
Number 5.
For me to be right.
Boom. There it is. The actual Matchbox 20 CD was in there. You were right. Matchbox 20, more than you think you are. Yes, that is what it is.
I think we put money on this bet, didn't we? No, we didn't. Damn it. I was so assured.
It was a Matchbox 20 CD. And you would have been right even if there was only 5 CDs because this was in slot number 5 when it came out. Now, I was so pleasantly surprised with what the 6th one was.
Okay.
The 6th one is from our friend, Kat Perkins.
Oh, Kat Perkins. Oh, my God. I love Kat. Right. Well, she's your friend. She's more your friend than my friend. But I admire her a lot. And, like, when I met her, like, she's so cool. Like, there's something so cool about a female, musician. Like, she just, I don't know, like, she, like, flips her hair cool. Like, it's.
And she's great with. Like her eyelash game, like
the way that the eyes are it.
She crushes it. So, which album do you have, Roman? Do you have the Matchbox 20 album? Because that would make sense.
Probably.
Like we should have connected more in high school.
I don't have one Matchbox 20. Not at all.
I have at least 4. I'm sure
you do.
This is the only one. So shout out to our good friend Kat Perkins. If you have
Kat Perkins, what?
She's definitely kind of thing. So yeah. So when that popped out, I got really perked. I was like, oh yes. And so that was.
So you still stand by your decisions, is what you're saying. Like
absolutely.
you don't feel CD shame.
No, in fact, I'm actually the only one that if you go through my digital playlist. That you wouldn't find some of these songs on my current digital playlist on Amazon Music is Sir Arthur Greenleaf Holmes because I don't think he's available that way.
Oh, he doesn't have a Spotify from the 16th century yet?
I've never looked. But
do you want to know? You didn't. What was your guess for what was in my CD player? I had one CD.
We went to some late 1980s, early 1990s yacht rock / like hair band type thing. What did you find?
New Edition's greatest hits. I told you it's going to be one or the other.
Okay. Yeah, yes. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I'm good with some little
Mr. Telephone Man. I have a cold, so I can't. I know. It makes me super happy.
I'm good with that. Well done. I'm glad that when you looked through yours, you went, oh, okay. And that's how I felt. Like I felt, and Roman, tell your sister she is incorrect, kind of thing. They're not. They're versatile because my musical taste is the same thing. Like they are all over the place and there's these great swings. But I think that that's one of the wonderful things about music is that there's lots of different reasons why different songs might be telling a story in your life. And so there's sometimes when you come in my office and I'm super in one of my emo phases and that's what I get. And then there's
No, I've seen the face and it's like, I know, it's similar to a score in a movie.
Yeah.
Shannan is usually like, if I come over to her house and it's like happy, bouncy, like some Christian rock band I haven't heard of or whatever, Christian bebop. I'm like, she's in a good place right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When I hear that emo stuff, I'm like, oh God.
If you come over,
who said something wrong? Who did something wrong?
Why are you feeling sad? You know,
Why is this?
last night, and I'm like, I'm not sad. I'm just emotional today. It's all the emotions. So
Yeah.
it's not always just sad.
You know I'm in a bad place when you hear me screaming up in front of your house, blasting Pantera.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm like,
that's when you know.
angry much? Like, why are we angry much today?
A little bit.
So, if you have a CD player sitting around in your house, go back through it and see how nostalgic you might feel. Because I was like, it really was fun for me as I'm ejecting. And they're like, oh, yes, I would enjoy listening to that Janet Jackson thing again. And the thing I'm most excited to listen to again is I did have that Sir Arthur Greenleaf Holmes thing on repeat for a little
I think
while.
this is the most times that man's name has ever been said in the ether. I mean, you are really like, I feel like we should be his, I mean, if you stand him and you stand behind him, I think we should rep him.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Should throw him on the Black Unicorn and White Witch label.
I'll ask him. Yeah, when we get our act together and there's a label. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah.
There's a label right now. I make labels. I have a label maker. I'll make you a label. You want a label?
Roman, I'm very like you. Like that is the appropriate
Huey Lewis, Dre, and Rob Zombie and Taylor. Okay, I was with you until Taylor Swift. I understand, but that's because I worked at a hot AC station for 7 years, and I literally can't. I really can't, climax with a man now without hearing Taylor Swift at some point. And I don't want that for myself anymore.
You know what? I think that's when they had those old school things where they would say, hey, if you want it to last a little longer, think about baseball or your grandma saying the alphabet. That's you and Taylor Swift now. It's just prolonging the enjoyment.
She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's talented. I wish her all the best. I would never hate on a woman who has that much success and seems like a genuinely kind person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shut up. That's all I'm going to say.
You played that a lot. Roman, look, here's the thing. I don't think that he's the kind of artist that could give me a kickback.
Yeah, you get it in Pence. What did they use to, not Mike Pence, but what did they used to pay in?
Back then, here's the thing. Look,
he'd give you a shiny rock.
I mean, because all of the, behind the scenes, he will do this. Not to pull the curtain around too much. I'm friends with a bunch of the actors that work at the Renaissance Festival.
They're not actors. They live there. You're ruining
in fact, we all got our Wayback Machines and we're actually in that century.
The best thing is, though, when you go to a Renaissance Festival with Shannan, because she does know everybody, they will break character only for her. I'm like, yeah, that fucking shit on Facebook was weird. And then they're like, and hello.
Huzzah.
Good sir. Huzzah. Good morrow. Young man.
They're all like, here, you want to drink out of this? This is the real stuff in this cup. I'm like, well, good.
They're like, my Wi-Fi sucks. Oh, I'm back to raining over the castle.
So that's one of the things. Like, we did go this year, but it'll be nice.
That was super fun. I just came across those pictures again too. That was super fun.
Yeah, if we can figure out a way, that's one of those things I'm glad that, we have figured out as a way to safely go, because that's something that I'm super into. So I did miss that.
I mean, they're into plagues. We like plagues. That's the whole thing about the Renaissance Festival, man. We know how to deal with this. Get the mask.
I didn't want them to lean into it though and be like, yeah, we don't care. I'm like, no, I'm still gonna stay away from folks, kind of thing, even though that's what we do here.
Unless we're in line for wine, then it's every man for themselves.
Yeah, that's our favorite thing, is that we go there and then we take our friend Diane, who's bad at wine, and then make her drink wine anyway. That's one of my favorite places.
We're like, they sell beer, but you can't have it.
You can't.
You're not allowed.
Here, this or mead.
But Shannan's also the ultimate Renaissance Festival activator, because she taught me a hack, and I will never unlearn this.
Yes.
What you do is you bring a very large plastic baggie. Mm-hmm. So you eat a little bit of your turkey drumstick. Yeah. You put it in the baggie, you Ziploc it, you put it in your purse.
Yes.
I have been throwing away half-eaten turkey legs for the longest time. And she's like, no. And she just put it in her little bag. And I was like, okay, if you pull Kleenex out of your bosom realm and wipe my face, you are my mother. Well, I love that for you.
I'm just, again, sometimes you just learn your lessons and this is the way we do it. And so this is
She's got plastic. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how we do it. Okay.
All
I
right.
feel like our only listener right now is Roman. So let's go.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's talk about something other than those things. So if you missed that and you want to know what's in my CD player, everybody ping us on the socials and we'll let you know.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go through a few stories that are out there in the ether. The first one is actually a really quick one. Roman's first day, and we're like, it's all about Roman. So
That's how you get subscribers, though. Like and subscribe, Roman. You know what? We have a Venmo too. I'm just throwing it
that's
out
true.
there.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. So, okay, the first thing I want to let everybody know is that, of course, because so much is going on out there in the world of Omicron and our COVID, we want everybody to stay safe. And so, one of our great towns here in Minnesota came up with a very specific social distancing sign that we want to share with everybody. The great city of Northfield, Minnesota, which Tiffany and I both have been to. This is what
Shout
they
out
came up with. Just
Northfield.
wanted
Yes.
to show.
It's actually not North, which is adorable. But I
Fair
love you,
enough.
Northfield.
That is true. Yeah. So, if you also the home of, I believe, St. Olaf College is in Northfield, that direction. So they were like, hey, if you're not sure what 6 feet looks like, this is what it looks like. This many bluegills,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
all of our ice fishing and all of our fishermen here know the one that got away there. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. That's how far away. You know,
Yeah.
at the beginning of the pandemic, someone had a good equation for it too. They're like, it's a dad. Stay a dad away. Dads are about 6 foot. It's a dad length. Yeah.
There you go.
I like it in fish though. Fish, that makes more sense because we
Yeah.
do have a lot of very short and stout men in the
Fair
area.
enough.
So they,
Yeah.
you know, which
So
I
it's
like.
not
They're
quite
sturdy. They can lift a lot. That's
like
just
little
good.
rectangular. We have very rectangular men here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Dude,
very,
right? Have you seen it when they're
very
like when you
SpongeBob shaped. They're SpongeBob shaped. That's what
yes. Huge quads,
Mhm.
thick through here, shoulders, whatever, chicken legs.
Yeah,
Little
Yeah.
tiny face. Rectangles. Love it.
I love it as well. So that brings us to a couple of parenting stories that we want to talk to. The first one is like, I don't know how big of a fan of our friends out there of Christina Ricci. One, if you look at the pictures of her, she is aging backwards. She looks wonderful, don't you?
I know. You
Yeah.
know, and I always loved her because I always felt like such an awkward and like I always felt like she repped the goth for Hollywood. You know, she always took interesting roles and she was always kind of the oddball. And she played, you know, of course, you know,
Look at
Wednesday
her in that picture.
in
I'm gonna
the
scroll
Addams
just
Family.
up close up. Doesn't she
Oh,
look
like
wonderful?
she looks great.
Mhm.
She absolutely
Absolutely.
looks great. But I don't know. I don't know about her choices in men. They've been this guy. I don't know.
So this is the story about her husband. It turns out they're getting ready to have their second child, and then it turns out that they had briefly talked about naming the child Cleo. So that had come up in conversation, according to what Christina said, but they hadn't really talked about it past then. He decided that right before she was going under for her C-section is when he should bring up the remainder of the conversation. And this is how it went down. All right, I'm going to make sure you can hear this.
But I just learned today,
Can you hear that, Tiffany?
Mhm.
because you just had a baby, that you were pregnant while you were shooting that.
Yeah, I had a baby less than a month ago, and yeah, so that's
You're here.
it's my first time out of the house, pretty much. Oh, there she is.
Oh my God! And her name is
Cleo.
Cleopatra,
is
right?
her long name.
All right,
It's her full
Cleopatra, but
name.
you're going to call her Cleo.
We were gonna call her Cleo, and then right before I had a C-section, and right before when they were preparing me, and they started talking about how we had to fill out birth certificate stuff, my husband was like, "Well, we're gonna give her a full name, right? And then the nickname's Cleo." And I was like, "Well, Cleopatra?" And he was like, "Yeah, the full name's Cleopatra." And I was sort of like, "Okay, fine, whatever. We'll talk about this later." But then he got so excited that he put it on Instagram, and then media outlets picked up that her name was Cleopatra Ricci Hampton. And so I was like, oh, I guess her name's Cleopatra.
So that's when you decided when you were preparing to deliver her is what her full name would be. You didn't
I
talk
just
about
thought it would be Cleo.
right, and you just didn't go further in the conversation with that.
Exactly.
Till
And then
that
I
day.
was like, well, we'll figure this out later. But he figured it out while I was in
Too late.
recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I find
Because
that
he didn't. Because when you read the headline for that story, it sounds way worse. Like he
Oh, yeah.
named the kid without her permission. No, they had decided on Cleo, but in his mind, it was Cleopatra, and hers it was
Cleo.
Cleo.
And she's like, okay, I don't
Not no. I mean, that's
know.
a cool name. You know, Cleopatra. Like that's cool, but it's a bit Kanye, right? It's
Very.
a bit
And I
Kardashian.
feel like she also was kind of like thought it. The fact that you can tell that she still doesn't like it because she's like, yeah, it's a
No, she doesn't.
song and it's
She doesn't.
but it's
Who is the celebrity that named their kid Pharaoh? There's one that named him Pharaoh. Like it feels a little bit like that. Like quit. You know, like Barron Trump. Like
And
quit trying to project. Let the kid get through middle school before you project onto them that they have to be a ruler.
Mm-hmm. Cleo, I do get why she was like, well, that's pretty. We'll just get with
Cleo
Cleo.
is adorable. And
Yeah.
Cleopatra is great. But it's like when rich people name their kids after other rich people that aren't their culture. I don't know. Whatever.
I do think it's funny that she clearly wasn't taking him seriously. She's like she's like
they
I'm
don't
sure
have good communication. I don't give this
Right.
one too much time.
Because in her head, she's like, you saw my face, right? That clearly I was not down for this. And he's
Going
like,
into surgery.
yes.
Don't need you posting on Instagram. Oh, P.S. No one knows who the hell you are. Everybody knows who the hell I am. Why are you my publicist now when I'm under anesthesia?
Well, they are intertwined.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
One's a star, one's not. That never changes. You and I are comedians. We know. Like that's like you have to, you have to be able to ride hard.
Right. It comes down to
Mark. Hi, Mark.
Yeah, let me send out the press release. Is kind of thing. I do agree with you on that.
It's my vagina. Let me say it. Okay.
Wait until I'm lucid. That's all I care too.
Your son's name is Dominic. What if your husband put it on, your ex-husband, I should say, put it on Instagram that his name was Dom? That's what you call him. But that his name was Dom, and then legally put it on the birth certificate while you were high on drugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be down with it either. I agree. But I that part I'm totally down with. I'm more interested in the fact that there's lots of situations like the fact that there was this false sense of urgency, like we have to fill it out now. There's people that go home with
who are you, dude? Like we don't even know who you are. Like quit naming babies. All right. Quit naming babies.
Baby, don't
the fact that you raw dog someone does not give you the right to make these decisions. Christina Ricci is a freaking treasure, and she has been an actress, a successful one in Hollywood for 30 years. So did you even like do a study? Did you even test market this? Okay, whatever.
If they break up, do you think that she will truncate the name legally?
Oh, like, absolutely.
Just to be petty.
I would. Not your child. My child. What I would do is I would encourage my child, because I have a transgender child. I would encourage my child to gender transfer and be Cleo. Absolutely.
I think they just need to go. We'll just change it on the paperwork. Yes, Yellow Jackets is wonderful. That's what she was technically promoting, is being on Yellow Jackets.
Okay, I've heard about it. I haven't. I've been watching. Okay, speaking of Yellow, I've been watching Yellowstone, and now I get it.
Do you like Yellowstone?
The writing is actually pretty good. It's surprisingly good. It's surprisingly balanced as far as like, there's a bunch of rich people that all figured out they can make money in Montana now, so they're trying to come in. But I think they do an excellent job of representing the Native American population and that. And there's a lot of respect in the writing, I believe. And Kevin Costner, I don't really care for, but I definitely believe him being an old rich curmudgeon-y white guy. Like, he's not a versatile actor, but he could definitely play that. But you would like his daughter Beth, because she is a bitch, and in a good way. But
I'll give it a shot.
But really, I'm watching it because there's hot cowboys. I mean, let's be honest.
I've dated hot cowboys. I don't need to watch them on TV. So it's been a bit.
Yeah, you've seen him up close and personal.
I'm not,
Good
and
on you.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I
I'm
know.
definitely a fan.
Oh, I love a big belt buckle.
I have doubt that as well. All right. I'm gonna do one more story and then I'm gonna go on Miss Shannon too and see what Cyclone Kid's doing because I'm surprised he's this.
Or we could just, if he's whatever. I do want to, I do have a question of the week though, because I had already trolled for it on Facebook when we do our outro.
Okay. All right. So let's do one more.
And you commented on it.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with that. So let's just do this one. Let's do our last two food related stories.
Yes.
And see what's up. So first, okay, and because we can do this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring up this article, and then I'm gonna let you start talking about it because then I can also talk and check on the child. Okay. Yes. This one is yours. So go ahead and tell me where you found this.
All right. So, I found it on a legitimate. Well, here's the thing. As Americans, we all know Americans hate French. They hate French people. And I didn't realize that the FDA was involved in this. They also hate French dressing. Apparently, when salad dressing was a new thing 70 years ago, the FDA was involved with approving a lot of the stuff. Mm-hmm. And they didn't want to let the French into our country. They were like, I don't know about this. So we need some information. They wanted like amino acids, all the nutritional stuff, things that they did not. The FDA, this was a pretty newly formed organization at that point for the government. Right. So they put the FDA put French dressing through like some kind of weird matrix. It was like a boot camp for salad dressing. Now here's the thing, and this is why this makes me upset. They openly let Miracle Whip be advertised as a salad dressing.
Okay.
When has Miracle Whip ever been a salad dressing? I know it says, oh, Dominic, hi, buddy.
Say hi.
Dom, say hi. Say hi to Tiffany. Hi, baby. Hi. You're gonna give me a wink? You're gonna wave at me? You're gonna give me a wink?
You gonna wave?
You gonna wave? Hi, baby. Oh my God. He's like every teenager. He really is. Like, I know there's the autism, but for the most part, he's just every teenager. He eats everything. He's grumpy and he doesn't talk to you.
I like that. So Roman's suggestion, they could change it to freedom dressing.
They should change it to freedom dressing. And I understand not trusting the French. I've been to France. I mean, they're shifty, but their dressing is gorgeous. I love that. I love it. Like French dressing, my favorite thing is to order it. Like this was my level of being a Karen in the 90s, was late night going to Perkins after I finished a bar shift and ordering 2 dressings for my salad.
Oh, look at you.
And blue cheese.
Treat myself.
French and blue cheese. Yes, I will pay the extra 75 cents. Kim, please. Dressings for all my friends. Of course, and French, but like they didn't put any of these other first. So now the FDA.
So the fact that they only
for 70 years they've been persecuting French dressing.
It was the only one that had quality control standards. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's kind of like when you get screened out in TSA. Like all of a sudden there's these quality control things, but I'm the foreigner.
The other thing I thought was interesting was that there's a specific commission basically that's in charge of dressing and those types
there's a dressing council,
right?
And you want to know why all of us are broke? Because our government is so bloated. Like I understand controlling certain expenses and that, but like really, do you remember, Shannon, do you remember the movie Dave?
Yes.
With Kevin not Costner, but the other.
No, the one that I had a crush on him.
Yes, I did too. I can't. It'll come to me. But basically, he
was in A Fish Called Wanda and Pirates and Headbands. So that Kevin.
Yes, he basically he's a pretender. He's a lookalike of the president. The president dies, so they put him in office, and he just basically sits the whole cabinet down and is like, Yeah, but do we really need to spend $1 million a year to tell people to buy a product they're already buying? And that's what I think. If that guy was actually our president, the salad dressing commission, you're out of here.
Yeah, exactly. He would have solved this problem a long time ago. They wouldn't have had a 70-year. No.
Kevin Klein. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Kevin Klein. Kevin Klein is hot. I loved him. I also loved him in Soap Dish. Soap Dish is one of my guilty pleasures. I love Soap Dish. And then Whoopi is the writer for the soap opera, and Kevin Klein, and
I would do a rewatch of Soap Dish. I haven't done that in a while. We should add that into our list.
I love that. I love it when Whoopi low key always takes her and Sally Fields to the mall in Paramus.
Yes.
So she can be like, and she's got her scarf, her dark glasses, and she's like, and then she takes it off, like, oh my God, it's her. She's like, what? No, oh my God, no, the paparazzi.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what Paramus is, it's a really crappy suburb of New York City, basically.
So hopefully I'm not making.
I think it's New Jersey. I think Paramus is in New
kitchen.
Jersey.
If you wonder what that's behind me, I'm gonna give
it's the kitchen.
Cyclone Kid, who's in my room, but I'm gonna let him stay in here so I can finish. Talking.
Oh, okay, all right. So the Cowboys aren't completely.
You got to plug that.
He said, "But I heard that." He was very clear about that. He said, "Bye-bye with Tiff." Bye-bye with Tiff. I heard that. I speak Dominic. I know what he's saying.
It's more as long as I plug his phone in. That's all he cares. So, like now he wants to go to the bookstore, which we are not going to.
We're not going to. Baby, the bookstore is closed.
Closed, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so 49ers, Cowboys, okay. Roman,
yeah, I know, I'm watching it too.
Part of the thing, Roman. So good to see you, Roman. So we'll check in with you very soon. We really appreciate being part of this thing.
Well, well, you know what? We should wrap it up too because he's getting worked up, right?
Yeah.
So like,
he's not worked up, but he's
not worked up. That sounded more passionate.
No. You seem worked up. Yeah. I leave in the middle of a sentence. When he's worked.
Joink.
Exactly. Be like, everybody, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. But the question of the week I wanted to ask.
Yes.
We do have another food-related story. Snoop Dogg is making hot dogs.
Which is fantastic because everybody thought that Snoop Dogg would be a great name, of course, to have his own hot dogs.
Right.
But
he's Snoop like, ew.
Exactly. There was a time
and Snoop knows how to roll a blunt, you know, like he knows how to roll some stuff. And he's like, this is amateur hour here.
Well, the thing
I'll put my name on that.
Interesting about this story with Snoop Dogg is that when he did one of his late night appearances, they actually had a whole bit where they were playing this game where they would play or they would show you how something was made. And as they were showing them how it was made, he guessed completely wrong and all of this stuff. And then when he found out that that's how hot dogs were made, he swore them off. He said, I'm never eating them again. That's garbage. That's trash. I'm not doing it. And so that's the reason why it's really interesting that he's now decided to make his own hot dog brand. And that part, I think, is actually kind of cool. Because if Snoop Dogg was grossed out by them and now is making them, that kind of makes me think that maybe Snoop Dogs, as they're going to be called, because why would
I think it's actually pronounced Snoop Dogs. But I could be wrong. I live in St. Paul.
Correct.
I live in St. Paul. I could be wrong.
Snoop Dogs.
Snoop Dogs. I mean, like that's how I'm gonna do it when I check out.
Bow wow, you know, kind of thing.
But you know, he is one of the most fascinating people of our generation. I've been listening to him since like 1991, 1992, and he is the heartbeat. He's the heartbeat of our country. He is the style beat of our country, and he's like. If he says something's cool, like Martha Stewart came out of jail and he's like, shit, babe, you did more time than I did.
Yeah. And he's like, bow wow.
And he doesn't
CBD together and they're good.
Let's go. And I love this for him. And I think he's an amazing leader. And what I love about him is that there's absolutely no one in Hollywood who could ever figure out what the fuck he's going to do next. And I love that.
Well, for a while he had invested in like Beyond Meat and some other options that were out there. So if now what he's doing is saying that I'm going to be in here, it sounds to me that he's going to try and make Snoop Dogg's actually a healthy version of hot dogs. So I'll see if he follows through on that, because
I'll buy Snoop Dogs. I'm not, what am I? You know what? Johnsonville, you had your shot.
Yep.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg's, I'm all
You don't
for.
believe
The
Snoop
fact
Dogg's.
that he came back and
Snoop Dogs.
after he saw it, just to quote Snoop Dogg, he's like, "This is a hot dog because I ain't never eaten a MF and hot dog again." Every time I see
that's what I'm saying.
Like on a plate, I'm knocking that shit off his hands. So
I will never be as cool. I will never be that cool, man. Where you go on national television, they ask you to talk about a product, and you say, "This is terrible," and then they say, "Would you like to make your own?" And then you do. You know.
I'm impressed. I'm good with it.
I love him. I also want to call it back too. I also love Janet Jackson and all she's done and gone through.
No, we can do that. We'll play that. We won't play it today because I don't feel like getting copyright.
All for you. All for you.
But,
I know I'm already running the risk with the game playing here, but it's
and remember, we do get to see Snoop Dogg as part of our Super Bowl halftime show that will be coming up very soon. That is going to be amazing.
He's going to be the best part of that thing.
I'm down with almost everybody in there except for Kendrick Lamar. And I like Kendrick Lamar. It's just if you have Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige.
But they have to balance it out. There can only be, let's be honest, there can only be so much, big dick energy. It's the Super Bowl.
But see, Kendrick Lamar normally also provides big dick energy, just not in comparison to Dr. Dre.
No, to Dre and Snoop?
Right.
No. Kendrick Lamar looks like he has very well manicured nails. He is a wonderful poet. He's a wonderful poet, and he's a very talented artist. No. But
I feel like Mary J. Blige brings big dick energy. Like if she walked up in a room, we'd be like, "Yes, who has walked in?" And all of the big dick energy would be sucked around her. And you'd be like, it's MJ.
If she walked in with Lauryn Hill, please.
You wouldn't care who else is in the room.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. I'm undone. I could, I'm not gay. I tried. Lauryn Hill, though, if you're listening, you can get a shot. I'm just saying.
I get a shot. But I'm closer to than you are, kind of thing. I'm at least in the boat, kind of thing. It just has to be in that boat. I've been in that boat.
I've been in the boat, baby. I was in the boat. I was
tried the boat and got back out. I know
a lot about the little man in the boat, baby.
Right. I'm still in the boat.
Shannan, you're adorable. I love it when we have these conversations.
It's just it doesn't work out. But
it doesn't work out. No, it doesn't. You know what? Because there's too much talking. I understand why men do not like sleeping with women. I understand why they go gay. Because Jesus, the talking.
See, I'm just equal.
The average woman says 20,000 words a day.
That's the part I liked about the relationship, was that I'm like, oh look, she and I talk all the time. There's this other stuff.
That's the part that, like, I use all my words with you, and then I just walk around like a monk afterwards. Like all of our conversations, then I'm done. I'm spent. I probably used 7,000 words. If words were steps, I would be skinny.
Fair enough. No, I would just need more words. I just make up words with cookies, just like I do with the steps. Like if she had less cookies, that words would have like worked all that off. But the cookies
well, okay. So can I throw my question of the week at people?
Yes, please do. Your question.
Okay. Because
Mm-hmm.
So this is the reason why, and I didn't know. Sometimes I throw stuff out on Facebook, and please seek both of us out on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like society and you don't want to subscribe to something, I understand. I'm with you. I'm with you. Independent person. but hit us up on Facebook because you get gems like this. So in a conversation with my ex-husband, I did not realize after we separated that his mom hit him up for money for groceries because she had spent all of her money on having her breasts redone for a third time.
Okay. All
Third
right.
time. Now, this is a woman that is a breast cancer survivor. And I understand. And I understand that's about your autonomy and feeling healthy and feeling like you again. Also, not dating. Who are you showing them to? I mean, I don't want to be diminishing or whatever, but they were done and they looked fun. And then they had to get done again, because because implants are only good for so long. And she just had the one done and not the other. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Got to even them out for sure. Totally get it. Makes sense. But the third time, not paying your rent, not buying groceries, not doing.
Okay, I can see if it's medically necessary. We are putting that in a different bucket for anybody listening.
Correct. And I'm not trying to be triggering or judgy, but I know a lot of girls that got tit jobs. I have a lot of friends that got tit jobs.
Yeah.
I have never, even in my dancing days, I've never known a mother to ask their child for tit money.
So
I'm just saying. So my question of the week was, why did your parents ever ask you for money, and what was the reason? And and I didn't even put that part of it out there because I'm not trying to be a jerk. And she's a lovely woman, and I understand, and I can't understand. I have not gone through cancer. I can't understand what that feels like. I'm probably being an asshole. Cool, but I don't know. I was just raised in an environment where your parents do not ask you for stuff, and you don't ask stuff of your parents, but that's because I'm Irish. So
but your question was valid because you had said on your Facebook post, when have your parents asked you for money? And if they did, what was it for? And so you did get a variety of people out there that said, some of them seem like very legitimate, although
yeah. Oh my God. Like yours was it was household bills. Cool.
Yeah.
I understand, keeping the family together. I get that. I was looking for stories that were of indulgence, I guess.
And there were some of those as well.
Yes.
There were some of those where it's that's not a priority.
Gambling. I
vacation,
need more drugs. I took a vacation. I got my tits done again, but I'm celibate. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying they don't need to look good under the sweatshirt at Hy-Vee, but there's amazing bras, and they're roughly $6,000-$7,000 cheaper.
True, and the recovery time is much quicker.
It is
much quicker.
It is.
You just get better foundational garments. It is a quicker.
Retire
time.
So if your parents ever asked you for money, please
sound off in the chat.
Please let us know. That's the question of the week. What did your parents ask you to borrow money? Because I stole money from my kid when I was super broke. I took money out of my kid's piggy bank. It was $8 to buy a pack of cigarettes.
See?
Yep. And I was broke. I mean, I was broke, and I was too proud to say I need more money. And I was, I wasn't working and whatever. And then I totally fixed it in my mind, like my parents would. I'm like, well, you would, if I didn't provide all this house, you wouldn't have
these $8.
You wouldn't have $8, son.
Right. Did you give that $8 back? Did you sneak it back in their piggy bank when you had it, or did you just act like that's my $8 anyway?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I did. But I think I've made up for it.
I'm sure you have.
Paying for trips and stuff, but no, I didn't have it. I didn't have it for a long time, and it took many years to rebuild any kind of coffer.
Right, that
was when I was interning for you. That was there was no
money.
No, I accidentally, and we'll wrap up, but I dropped B Right, our friend from B96.
Yeah.
he had gotten a bottle of tequila for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to go do a bit on the street. And I opened the door for the back door, and the bottle fell out and crashed on the ground. Crash on the ground on his birthday. And I said, I will replace it. And he's like, yes, you will. And I'm going to follow you to the liquor store, and you're going to replace it. Oh, no. He real dicked me. And I was like, all right. And they're like, it's $60. I'm like, I'm going to act like this doesn't hurt right now?
You guys should have told me.
I literally had $100 to my name, but I was not going to look stupid, and I was not going to look broke.
Well, you
And
both
so-
were my friends and my employees. I would have just bought. I would have
Nope.
replaced it.
Nope.
on your
Nope.
behalf.
That doesn't make it better. And it never occurred to me to tell you that I did that, because he's like, no one asked you to open the door, white bitch. And I'm like,
Did not.
kind of.
Did it?
Kind of. He was like, no one asked you to open the door. I'm like, I thought I was helping. I'm like, well, you didn't. And I'm like, okay. So no, I needed that problem to go away. But yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. And so that was like my little free money for a little while. So yeah, I snuck a little money to get cigarettes out of my kids' piggy bank.
All right. Hey, we all do what we got to do to get by. So that is our question.
Exactly.
Have your, and you can do it in two ways. Have your parents ever asked you for money? And if so, why? Have you ever asked
Have your parents stolen money from you?
have you ever asked your kids for money? And
Yeah.
we love to do that as well. So
Yeah.
you can go ahead and sound that off in the chat. If you're watching us in the replay, please let us know, and we'll talk about it next week. Tiffany, I did look at my schedule, and I believe even though I will be on the road tomorrow, next Sunday, I will be able to do the 5 o'clock range. So it should
Okay. We're good. Well, we're good. I mean, put a fork in this season. It's almost done. My Vikings are out. I'm just hate watching at this point. So
well, the Packers are still doing.
I'm not. Oh my God. Why would you say that? Okay. All right.
If you would like to see me and the fantastically talented and very funny Tiffany Norton over there in person.
Oh,
and
yes.
Cities area. You can see
at
us
the-
next Thursday, January 20th at the Twin Cities Film Fest Annex is our next comedy, shorts, and stand-up comedy night. So it's going to be me. I'm hosting along with Tiffany. We're also going to show one of her favorite episodes of The Bitter Baker, her web series. Our friend Brittany Parker is going to be on the show as well. And then this is our first hybrid show where not only do we show two really great female-related comedy short films. 28 is great, and Bathroom Break we're going to be showing there along with Tiffany's Bitter Baker. Also,
I'm also counting this as a credit for my career. Screened at the Twin Cities Film Festival.
Yes.
I mean, it might be 9 of us in masks, but that counts. That counts.
It'll be great. Also, we are going to have a wonderful drag performance for one of our favorites.
Harry Bradshaw. Okay.
Harry
All right.
Bradshaw, America's Next Top Bottom, will be performing for us as well. So make sure you stop on by. As we said, we do have, if we know that back to money might be tight for some of our friends out there. If you need us to put you on the guest list, just hit us up. Don't take the money.
No. Anybody who says, I heard about it on the Black Unicorn and the White Witch, we will give you a free ticket. You will have to give us, we will be able to name your first child. I don't know. Why am I making your Rumpelstiltskin? Why am I doing that? Okay.
I don't know. Because that's a lot of work.
You need to give us 2 hairs that I can put in a jar.
No.
That's
we don't want to do that. No.
Or you can just come.
That's it. I like that one. I like that idea. Just come on over. Do that. So everybody out there, we appreciate you joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see everybody next week. Bye.
I know. So much more energy. Bye.
Bye.
My whole life trying to find someone who'll take a little time
search for clues, trying to shake the sidewalk blues. Wanna feel like I won't let away. Every next step that I take, the broken piece starts to bend and shake. So I sat down and prayed for rain. When my record stars crash to the ground, my hands are fed, were tightly bound, and a voice said, "You're not on your own." When calamity began to compound and the whiskey rain stopped pouring down, that voice said, "I'm not